So I just started my channel a few days ago and I've already gotten so many hate comments, but honestly, I'm not surprised. I am very shocking. I definitely do not have a filter on what I say, and sometimes things just come out that probably shouldn't have come out. So it really got me thinking, like, are the things that they're saying actually true? Do I have a lot that I need to work on? The whole reason I created this channel really was to kind of go through everything that I've been through in my life, growing up gay in the early 2000s. And so I really want to actually grow with this channel and grow as a person. So today I'm going to go return some books, walk through Austin. You can check out Austin with me, and I'm going to go through all the hate comments that I've gotten and kind of just work through them and see if there's something that can make me better as a person. If you have any insights, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, let's go hang out in Austin. A gay guy that hates gay guys. How original. Yeah, I guess it is pretty original, but if you actually watch the videos that I put out, I never said that I hated gay guys. I said that I hated gay drug addicts, but my delivery is not the best, so I understand where I probably went wrong there. I did say I hate gays multiple times after rewatching the videos, so I definitely could get better about that. But just to clear the air, I don't hate gays, so I am original. Alright, this next one's kind of a doozy, so bear with me as I read it. Bro, what? If you wear a MAGA hat and expect to pull a gotcha moment onto any non-white and or queer and or feminine presenting person, you are extremely delusional. If you expect to call out tolerant people for their intolerance of your intolerancy, that's bullcrap. If you expect a private business to accept your patronage of your labor while wearing a MAGA hat, you are crazy. Okay, so in the video, I talked about how I don't like that gays and the left and just the queer community in general is accepting for only people that they agree with. So my analogy was that if I were to walk into my salon that I work at or into a business, like a gay business with a MAGA hat, they would kick me out, beat me up, whatever. Okay? But they're accepting. I understand that maybe you don't agree with MAGA, and I'm not saying I do either. It was just an analogy of if I put that hat on, that I would be shunned, whereas the community says they're accepting, but only for the people that they agree with. So that's not accepting in any way. So let's read the rest of this comment. You can't control your gender, your sexual orientation, nor your ethnicity. You know what you can control? Your actions, your words, and your appearance. Agreed. You chose to wear that hat. First of all, I've never worn the hat. I don't have a hat. So let's start there. Before you come and throw me hate comments, actually watch the video and listen to what I say. Now, my delivery, as I've said before, is not the best in some situations, but for the most part, I think I make sense. If I don't, you can always call me out. But I'm also going to tell you what I actually meant, because my words do come out wrong. So just keep that in mind. You chose to wear that hat, so people are well within their right to react however they want. You chose to walk into a gay bar wearing that hat, so everyone is well within their right to reject you. Again, never wore the hat. It was an analogy. You chose to walk into... Oh wait, hold on. Even if they do something extreme, they gave you the consequences of your actions. You chose to walk into a public establishment wearing that hat. So the private business has the complete right to refuse service to you because they are not discriminated against you. Remember, discrimination is where someone rejects you for something that you cannot control. Okay, You are correct in saying that, because I say this all the time. The only people that can actually be discriminated against are discriminated against, like you said, something they can't control. Color, sexuality, things like that. So, in my view, someone that's overweight really can't be discriminated against. Like, yes, you can say something bad against them, but they have the option to lose weight. I don't have the option to change my sexuality. So I do agree with you there. Acceptance has to go both ways. However, if one side is much more radical than the other, then the radical side needs to work on themselves to be more accepting and understanding first before trying to make peace with the other side. I agree. Acceptance does go both ways. But as I've said before, the queer community does not accept both ways. They only accept what they agree with. So for you to be calling me out for not being accepting doesn't make sense, because I am accepting of both sides. I will be friends with somebody that I don't necessarily agree with. We just agree to disagree, like it used to be, until we created this hive mind bullshit that we're in right now. So for anyone to think that I'm not accepting doesn't make sense, because most of the left and most of the queer community is not accepting of everyone. So that is not right. And here's the last part of the comment. This is the longest comment, so don't worry. Just like someone else said, don't become another gay man with internalized homophobia, hating on anyone who is different from you. So I did get quite a few comments about internalized homophobia, and I think that's very interesting, but I now seeing like what I said and everything, I could totally see why someone would think that I have internalized homophobia. And you know what? Because I want to grow a little bit, maybe I do. Maybe I have a little bit, and maybe it's just from all the trauma that I've endured in my life from every kind of community that I almost make this like black and white assumption for everything. And that's definitely something I want to work on. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't hate gay people. I don't have homophobia, but I could see how someone would think that. So thank you for pointing that out. I'll definitely make a better point in the future to work on that and make sure that what I'm saying isn't coming across as homophobic, because I'm the opposite of homophobic. It's also like really, really hot today. Earlier, it was in the 60s when I woke up and went for a run, but now it's like in the 80s and the sun is shining on me and it's humid. So it's getting hot, but we are about to hit fall in Austin, and fall in Austin is so amazing and I cannot wait. All right, so this is going to be the last one, and it's another really long one. I seem to be getting really long hate comments, but I guess it makes sense. I'm easily hated. So let's read this one. Bro, you got a little gay voice. Me too, probably. So we don't pass as straight neither. You're right. I'm definitely not super straight passing. Agreed. 2, you don't like gays, like they were all the same but different from you. I am not really understanding what this means, but again, I don't hate gays. 3, you don't see everywhere straight people spreading their heterosexuality all the time, every day. Marriage, baby showers, divorce, engagements, everything is announced loud and clear, but you focus on one gay parade a year. All right, I see where you are going with this one. What I meant is that gays like to parade around their sexuality and wear rainbows and all of those things. Totally okay. But all I was saying was that straight people, yes, they talk about their marriages and all of this stuff, but they don't have like a specific straight day or straight flag that they need to wear to promote their sexuality. They just live their lives. And when they announce a marriage or they announce a baby shower, yeah, we know they're straight. Okay, so I'm not really understanding the point here. 4, you think all gays are different from you, even though more than 50% are exactly like you and me. I was there hating and judging gay guys interested in just partying, drugs, chemsex or whatever, but there is not just one way to be homosexual. Just don't become another queen with internalized homophobia. That's so typical amongst gays too. Here we go again with the internal homophobia. hating who's different from you. I hope that you're just not attracted to straight guys. That leads straight to be lonely. You will find your own path eventually. Well, I do actually like straight guys. They don't cause any drama with me. And yeah, I don't expect marriage from them, but they are fun in the meantime. And again, I'm not hating people who are different from me. That's what I'm not getting here, is like, it's not okay that maybe I don't like and get along with every gay, and maybe I don't like the drug addict gays, and you guys are all calling me out saying internalized homophobia and saying that I'm not accepting people. But are you accepting people? Does the queer community actually accept people? Every single person? No. So why do I have to? Make it make sense, please. Okay, so I just got back from my trek through Austin to return my library book and get a new one and go through all my hate comments. And what I learned was that 1, people don't really actually watch and listen to my videos. 2, understand me, which I'm used to. And 3, I will say the thing that I actually learned from this experience is that I need to work on my delivery, like really bad, especially if I'm trying to make a YouTube channel. I cannot just be spouting out things without thinking about it first. I really need to like think about things before I say them and say them correctly, because I don't want the wrong thing to come across. Like, I don't want people to think that I hate gays. I am gay. Like, it would be silly to hate gays, but I could see how people would think that I have internalized homophobia, that I'm a gay that hates gays, and all kinds of things. I can see it. I totally 100% agree with you that what I said did match up to those things. And there was a few ones on TikTok calling me like a pick-me and stuff. And I actually had to look that up because I was like, huh? And I was like, wait a minute. I do sound like one. Like, so this is really like my era of growing and like learning about myself. I just quit my job so that I could focus 100% on my personal brand and just my personal life. And so I'm really excited to kind of like double down on the things that bother me and the things that I've gone through in my life by sharing everything with you and kind of just working on myself. Like, no one's perfect. We're never perfect. And so I can't say that I'm perfect. And I can come across as bratty and bitchy. That's kind of just like my vibe. And I want to keep going with that. I am a bratty, bitchy boy. But I also want to like make sure that you know that some of it comes from a place of exaggeration. Some of it's real. And some of it's just like you said, internalized, like things that I haven't worked through. And that's what I want to do. I want to work through my problems and work through my issues on camera. I don't know. I actually really enjoyed this experience today, and like actually thinking about the comments instead of just taking them word for word and getting upset about it. I really was like, you know what? I want to like think about this some more. And like, am I these things? Am I coming across this way? And yeah, I was. And I apologize for that. But all I can do is move forward. So if you'd like to go along with my journey and all of my stories throughout my life and kind of like this almost learning in public video and learning in public channel, I'd love to have you along. So consider following, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.